Hi, everybody. Good morning, tribe. If you're viewing this when I upload it, I'm recording this at, I don't know, let's see, it's 1:48 a.m. on the West Coast in the U.S. election day, and it appears my shuffling is not going to go smoothly today. Let's try this again. Oh, I have a bent card. It's not good. All right, cards. Yeah. I'm appreciating this shuffle today. All right. The energy right now is pretty crazy. This has been a crazy weekend, as we all know, with the full moon, the blue moon on Halloween, and of course today's election day, and tensions are pretty high here in the U.S. There's already been a record turnout in early voting. I live in Seattle, and we all vote by mail. So I've already voted a couple of weeks ago. The only lines that you'll see today in Washington are going to be for people to go and drop off their ballots in the ballot drop boxes if they didn't already drop them off or put them in the mailbox. So it's a little less crazy here in Seattle. But I think everyone's prepared for potential unrest, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that this country has gotten to that state. But that seems to be the energy that everyone is in right now. Just so much uncertainty and choosing sides. Polarity. People deciding which way they want to align. Okay, I don't like it when multiple cards come out, so I like to ask for one or maybe two at a time. So, okay, cards, what you got for me today? Let's illuminate the path for today. What's the overall energy for today? Actually, they're telling me I need to go with a mystical shaman oracle and draw a card from here first to get an overall energy for this reading, and then I can go to light seers to get more information on it. So let's try what they're asking me to do. New cards are really hard to shuffle. A little stiff. Okay, mystical shaman. What's the message that you have for us today? By the way, everyone, Mercury is finally going to direct today in Libra. It'll be here on the West Coast. It's going to be at 9:49 a.m. So, by 1 o'clock in DC this afternoon, Mercury will be direct. And that's usually a good sign. Communications are going to speed up. Everything's going to, start to run like normal again. We're all hoping. The sign of Libra, the Sabian symbol for that degree, 25 Libra, is an eagle and a large dove turning into each other. So it's that can mean, the kind of the yin and yang, the back and forth, the eagle representing energy, action, and the dove representing peace and stillness. So I'm hoping it means, a little bit more synergy, especially with that dove in the mix. And of course, eagle representing the United States. So, all right, what have we got here? The spiral. It feels like what we're in right now. The rainbow. Soul retrieval. Okay, I have not memorized this deck, so I'm going to read what these cards mean. Okay, let's see. The spiral. Okay. I'll just read it here. Let's see. The spiral, the essence from galaxies in the sky to diminutive shells at the beach. The spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shape in the form of a coiled serpent has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. The invitation. To renew yourself, you must shed your old skin. You have already done this, so do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft new skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time and let nature take its course. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides your journey of renewal. The medicine. The spiral announces a descent to the depths and a rebirth. Allow nothing to get in the way of this process as the time is right and the forces of nature are supporting you in this endeavor. Using stones, twigs, or yarn, build a spiral on the ground that is large enough to walk through with at least 3 turns. Enter the spiral slowly. Once in the center, offer to the earth the feelings or situations that you no longer want in your life. As you walk back the way you entered, feel recharged for your new journey. Let's move back to the rainbow, which is a beautiful card. All right, the essence of the rainbow. The rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifests as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The invitation. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. The medicine. Don't get caught in pursuit of the illusions of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Find the treasure now in the moment by coming into right relationship with those around you. All your gifts are at hand, so obvious you may have missed them. Be true with your intentions and do not be led astray by daydreams. And then over to soul retrieval. Let me pull these cards a little closer so you can see them. There's the spiral, the coil. Here is the rainbow. Got the bird there, looks like a parrot. And the sun and flying towards something new with a rainbow in its wake. And there is soul retrieval. So this is coming out of that cocoon, turning into a butterfly. Okay, soul retrieval. The essence. Soul retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learn a journey to recover our original nature, that self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, the trees, and to God. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. The invitation. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. The medicine. When did you compromise what you truly believed in when did you compromise what you truly believed in to be loved or accepted by someone? Think back over your life and find the time or times when this happened. Vow never to compromise your integrity again. What have you agreed to in the name of love that you know is deeply wrong? Make it right this instant. So these are telling us that, yes, right now the energy is crazy. We're in a spiral path. We are going and walking along this path to, towards transformation, releasing what no longer serves us. And the spiral, if you've ever walked any kind of maze like this, you come across the same thing over and over again. And so we we have, life goes in cycles, and we're shown the same things over and over again until we learn the lesson. And there's a lot of that type of thing going on right now. There's so much that we need to learn. Take a good look in the mirror and take a critical eye to look at ourselves and our lives and our actions and our beliefs, and let go of the things that aren't aligned with integrity. Rainbow, this is what we're ushering in, this new wave of rainbow energy. And, rainbow, that's all the chakras. That's balance to me. This is beautiful energy, love and acceptance and renewal and wholeness. And that's what I see with this card. And then, of course, soul retrieval, of course, speaks to wholeness as well. So we're able to go back through this journey and, and like put on the coat of many colors, the rainbows, and go in and retrieve those pieces of our soul that we let go of, that either were stolen from us or we willingly gave up, or we gave up through some sort of deception. We didn't realize at the time what we were giving up. These things, they deplete us and they cause us to do things that we wouldn't normally do, and feel ways that we wouldn't normally feel. So I think it's important for everyone to take a step back and think of what it is that you feel like you lost. Even just looking at this year, what have you lost this year in spiritual terms? I know this has been an extremely difficult year for everyone, being cooped up, not able to go out and celebrate, not able to visit your family, not able to hug your grandma, not being able to go into the office for so many people. And then there are others who they have to go in every day. The healthcare workers, first line, food workers, the service industry has been on top of things this entire time, and they're exhausted. Their hours got cut, and the staff got cut. So, they're operating, they're working more for less and doing it in constant danger of catching this deadly virus. And so, so there's that extreme on that side. And then there's the people that are more like me, kind of holed up alone without even any pets. And it gets pretty darn lonely here with nothing but Netflix, and Alexa to talk to. So it's just been a very difficult year for all of us. And I think this is a good time to take stock of what we've lost and what we want to regain, what we want to reclaim for ourselves. So moving along, let's take a look at what Light Seers has to illuminate this path and help us figure out the direction to head in, the actions that we need to take, and maybe give a little bit more background on what these cards are saying here. There's, of course, the election in the U.S., a huge, huge decision point for us as a nation. And, to me, it comes down to, are we going to choose love or fear? And I always like to break down all decisions as love versus fear. You can really simplify everything down to love or fear. Am I doing this because I'm afraid of what might happen if I don't? Or am I doing this because this is what I want and this is what I feel is right, and I'm doing this? This is my own decision. I'm not being forced into it. And that's simplistic. And it takes a long time to work your way into recognizing how to apply those sometimes, and understanding when you are operating out of love versus fear. But we got the Empress. Empress operates 100% out of love. She is creating new worlds. And it takes love to create new worlds. Now I'm throwing cards over here. Two. Hey, Knight of Cups. Excuse me. Hope my fat face didn't show up in that. I had to reach under the table. Okay, so, and then we've got the wheel. It's where we are right now on that Wheel of Fortune. All right, anything else coming out of Light Seers? Anything else from Light Seers? Two more times. Yeah, that's more than two. Okay, that looks like that's it for now. Okay, so going here, I don't know that these line up here, but I'm going to put them underneath and find out if it's... Okay, yeah, these two align. Okay, so the Empress here, going along with the spiral, this transformation, the Empress card, this is Mama Gaia, this is Mother Earth, this is the Divine Feminine. She's birthing new worlds here. She's got the planet here on her back, the moon energy circling her womb here. She is creating something new, birthing something new. And that's the process that we're in right now with the spiral. All of this, it's like we're going through birthing pains right now. We're going through labor pains being in the spiral. And I'll tell you that the labor pains, that's what they feel like. They keep coming around. They keep coming and they keep coming. And it's like twisting and twisting and twisting. Empress, this is where we are. This is why. There's something new that's being birthed from this experience. And what's being birthed, or how we need to get there, is to express love. The Knight of Cups is I mean, look at him here. He's got the dozen roses, and he's got the heart tattoo, and he's got the white horse. He's come to rescue you. He's got the little picnic basket and the love letter and the cup there. He's, and the rays of light behind him. He's, even his outfit I love, and the hat. He's here to express love. And I'm getting that this is what we need to do. We need to express love for each other and for ourselves and for the world we live in, and humanity as a whole. And that's how we get to this rainbow, this expression of the rainbow. All of this, all the chakras being aligned, that's when you're living in love and not fear. I mean, fear inverts everything. Fear inverts all your feelings. Fear starts turning those chakras, go in the opposite direction, or, closes them off or blocks them. Or in some cases, I've done Reiki treatments on people before and tuned into some of their chakras, and it's felt like they were cauldrons full of tar. Or sometimes, just some heavy gummy stuff. Like if you watch that show, I think How It's Made, and they show you how chewing gum is made, or taffy, or that type of thing. That's the picture I'm getting in my head for some of the blocked chakras. There's stuff that's in there gumming up the works, and that can be fear, which is anxiety. Anxiety comes from fear. So we need to just focus and center, remember where we are right now. We're on this path to create something new. Something beautiful is going to be birthed if we can express love and start living in love and showing our love for everyone. And I mean, I'm talking about agape. I'm talking about brotherly love. I'm talking about, loving your neighbor, and, being gentle and kind to everyone, and empathetic, and and looking out for each other. So I feel like this is what we've got to do to, for this rainbow energy to come in. And so when we go there, when we get there and we start living in love and expressing love and being loving to each other, then we will be able to pull in those pieces of our souls that we've lost. And that is a message that I'm getting, that love helps pull those puzzle pieces in. Fear will poke holes in your soul, and you can't operate from that. That's like talk about filling up an empty cup. The empty cup is empty because you poked holes in it with fear, and it's drained out of you. And if you keep trying to fill it up with all those holes in it, it's going to keep draining. So you need to go and find those pieces of yourself that you let go of with fear, plug up those holes before you can go and fill up your cup again. And that brings us to the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is, so there's the seed of creation. She's got the dice. She's rolling the dice. There's light here and dark here. This wheel is spinning. Nobody knows where it's gonna land, what it's gonna land on. But that's life, right? Nobody knows how things are gonna go. I've got that song again from Grey's Anatomy, Cozy in the Rocket. Nobody knows where it might end up. Nobody knows. We have no clue where it might end up. Let's see what the book says for that wheel card. See if it's got any insight for us. The wheel. So in upright position, it means changes, fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons. Just all of this right here, that soul retrieval. The chaos of creation, bingo. A turning point, bingo, bingo, bingo. Serendipity. So the text in this, for this card, it says, "Get ready, sweet soul, for the wheel is about to gift you divine blessings. Synchronicity is afoot, so look for wonderful new opportunities to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for fortuitous meetings or a fork in the path that will change everything for the better. If you're open to spotting opportunity, it's yours for the taking. Just follow the breadcrumbs of serendipity and fate towards your happy ending. Remember that the wheel is always spinning and that things are never the same as they were before." Look at that, never the same. I mean, it's still spinning. You're going around, you're seeing the same lessons, but it's not exactly the same way. Learn to enjoy this constant regeneration and know that with every spin, we have the chance to cycle upward towards our own expansion and enlightenment. Trying to control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is. All the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and to be lived. I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me expand my experience. So the message here again is we need to go and work on ourselves, and nobody knows where this is going to end up. But if we work on the soul retrieval and recognize that we're on this path forward to transformation, and we embody this rainbow energy and this love energy, and start filling those holes so we can refill our cup again, then that's going to allow us to not really mind where things go. We'll see life as more of an adventure and welcome the changes that are coming in, and, face the day with love and peace and calmness. Even when things are absolutely insane outside, we'll be able to face the day with, with peace and calmness and faith that things are going to go okay. Things outside may look really crazy right now, but everything is going to go okay. It's more birthing pains that everyone's going through right now. Okay, let's see. Let's see if the muse wants to talk to us. I think if I don't get any news, she doesn't want to shuffle either. These shuffle really easy in the morning, but not tonight. Okay, so Muse have anything? Any wisdom for us early this morning on election day? Mercury going direct. 2 more times. Muse. No, nothing from the Muse. All right, let's pull something from our archetype cards and get a better idea for what this energy is that we're dealing with, this lesson that we're supposed to learn, how we're supposed to relate to everything that's going on right now and get through it. What are the energies at work right now in this situation? What are the parties in play? What is it that we need to recognize? Okay, archetype cards. I did an archetype reading the other night. It was crazy accurate. It was immediate what everything symbolized, and who those energies were speaking of. It's taken me a little time to warm up to this deck, but it's coming up with some interesting stuff. Okay, here's 2 that were coming out. Does seem to be pretty apropos. This is kind of the dichotomy that's being presented to us right now, whether it's accurate or not. You know, one side is saying one thing, blaming the other, claiming one, etc. But I still don't think that's necessarily the truth of what's happening. I feel like there's so much deception that's going on right now. There's so much that we're not being told, that's not being shared with us. Or, oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's pull these up here. Make a little room. Okay. First, we got the warrior. The light attributes here are the strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. The shadow attributes, so when this is inverted, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. This is the dichotomy we're in right now. This is where we are. Beggar, light attributes, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. The shadow attributes depend on others to the exclusion of effort. So we're having a little bit of this going on right now too. People are trying to figure out where they are, where they fit into the picture. And there are people that, that truly need help. Teacher, this is what we are here to learn. Light attribute, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. The shadow attributes, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So we have choices between which teacher we want to be. We have a choice between which beggar we want to be. And we have a choice between which warrior we want to choose. Do we want to go with the love and light attributes, or do we want to dive into the shadow and stay stuck there and choose the inverted energy that is driven by fear? So all of these are based on love. The light attributes are. The shadow attributes are driven by fear. that it's all fear-based. That's how everything gets inverted and flipped over in the wrong direction, the direction you do not want to head. So let's see. I'm going to do the universe has our back, see if it's got anything to say. I may pull an animal spirit. No, I don't think the animal spirit is necessary right now. I think there's this other one over here I'm going to get in a minute, Starseed Oracle. Does the universe have anything to say right now? This is a universe has your back cards, and a lot of times I don't get anything at all from this deck. It's not really speaking to me tonight. This one keeps drawing my eye, though, Starseed Oracle. So I'm gonna pull Starseed Oracle and see what it's trying to say. If it's got any more wisdom for us, further enlightenment. I hope everyone this week has a really good week. I hope if you have not voted yet, you're in the U.S. and you're going to go stand in line at the polls today to vote, because you only have in-person voting. I know that's the case in so many states. I hope whomever you're voting for, I hope everyone out there voting today, I hope your vote gets counted. I hope that the lines are short. Well, I know they're going to be long, but I hope they move quickly and everything goes smoothly, and your voting machines have no glitches. And when you get there to check in, your information is all there and it's all correct, and you're not blocked from voting. I hope that the process goes smoothly for everyone, including the poll watchers, the election officials, secretaries of state, everyone involved in the process. I hope that it goes really smoothly for all of us. We really need this operation to be smooth and free and fair, regardless of which side you're on, who you're voting for. We really need that for, helping to instill calm and trust in everybody right now. So that's my wish for everyone today. All right, looks like we're not going to get anything besides that Star Brothers card. Let's see what the book has to say about this. Okay. Star Brothers, Horus energy, protect. Can you see that one? Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Oh, I love Horus. Look at that. All right, let's see what this says. Star Brothers. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. Now, if you're not familiar with this, when I was talking about the chakras, the 7 chakras, all your chakras being open, you give energy from the front. So when you're giving love, petting that cute doggy or kitten, or hugging a child or significant other or parent, that's coming from the front. But when you get it, when you receive it, that comes in from the back. And you can have your chakras blocked in the back to where you're unable to receive the love that you need or the support that you need. So balancing chakras and having all this rainbow energy and opening up to love is also what helps you open up those chakras on the back so you can receive it, because you've got to receive as much as you give. If you don't, there's going to be this imbalance. So, and then that ends up flipping you into fear because you're just exhausted. Let's see if I can give some of these. Move them around and get a little bit more better view. I don't know if that helped or not. Okay. Star Brothers, you're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, Many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. Man, it sure does feel like that this year. That it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open. That the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. The Starseed Soul Inquiry is how can you open yourself up to receiving more support? So going back to that earlier paragraph, I'm not joking. Right here it says they want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. What I've been talking about. Let go of those fears. Open yourself up to love. And also give love. You have to give to receive. Whatever you're giving out, the energy that you're putting out is what you're going to get back. All right, let's see. Let me tune in right quick and see if there's... This one keeps pulling me over here. Spirit Animal Oracle. I'm not used this one in a while. Sometimes it doesn't have much to say, but it keeps pulling me up like a magnet. So let's see what we got. This is a really cool deck, though. All right, we got any messages for today for the collective. Election day in the U.S. Mercury going direct in Libra. The eagle turning into the dove. What do you have to tell us today? All right, we have Otter Spirit, you are never alone. I love that one. Star Brothers, what did I tell you? 42, Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Oracle messages, like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactile way, with pandemic precautions, of course. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. Otter Spirit's message is that presence matters, so remember to be fully present with those you care about, helping them sense the love and affection and appreciation you have for them. Now is the time for a joyful celebration of the love in your life that expresses its friendship and companionship. Hug someone, touch their arm, or simply look into their eyes with your full attention, saying, I care, you matter. Make time for friendship. Otter Spirit promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you too have many who love and care about you. You're never alone and you are always loved. Protection message, which is usually the reverse, but I pulled this out upright. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it anyway in case it applies to someone out there. Have you been channeling all of your affection to just one person or counting on only one friend or individual to hold you up, heedless of your resources all around you? You deserve support and love from many people, and when Otter Spirit arrives, you're reminded that you have a community. Somewhere is another friend who wants to experience the joy of giving to you and seeing your happiness as you receive their gift of attention, affection, and kindness. Outer Spirit wants you to open your eyes to see the love that is available to you from all directions. Do you believe it? Do you feel it? Reach out to someone and you will see that they want to hold your hand as much as you want to hold theirs. Love, support, and friendship are available to you, so connect with community and friends. And again, what I was talking about, letting love in, you've got to open the back part of your heart chakra. You've got to open yourself up to love. You've got to open yourself up to support. It's really important right now, and this is the message I keep getting over and over and over again this entire weekend leading up to this election. We're so divided right now in this country and in the world, and it's just so important for us to stop and remember that we're all human, we're all in this together, and we all deserve love. And even if we don't get along, we don't have the same views, some of us hold some really awful views, actually, and some terrible beliefs. But those people are still human. We need to try to reach out to them and help them feel love again, because they're operating from fear and hate. And what is the Bible verse? 1 John 4:18. Perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who does not love is not made perfect in fear. We're supposed to love each other. We're supposed to love one another, not be afraid of each other. And I know it's really difficult to embrace all of that right now, because there are some people doing some truly scary things. And I think in so many ways, that's the entire point. That's exactly why they do it, is just to feed our fears and to make us stay afraid and feel like we're completely powerless. But we're not. We are not powerless. And the more we come together and express love and appreciation and caring for each other, the faster all of this is going to go. And the faster we're all going to open our chakras. And so we'll step into this light attribute of the warrior. We'll flip the shadow attribute and ignore, the suffering that's being inflicted, or like stop it, not ignore it. But stop it. We'll come together as star brothers and, loyalty, safety, and trust. We will help the people who need the help. We can retrieve these pieces of our souls, our, collective soul too, and get off this wheel that's always spinning, as we teach others how to take care of each other and stop manipulating each other and using, a bully pulpit for destruction. Remember, we're never alone. We've got friends. Otters, they sleep holding hands. So I want you to remember, if you take away anything from this reading today, please remember that you are loved. The universe loves you. The universe loves me. I love you. Barney loves you. I keep thinking of Barney the dinosaur. I love you. You love me. But yeah, we're all in this together. And the only way we're going to get through these turbulent times is to hold hands and do it together, bond, express our love for each other, our admiration, show respect, step out of fear. Don't let the assholes get you down. That's what they're trying to do, and it's been working really well. And I feel like people have had enough of it, and so we're gonna, rise up and make it stop, and start living lives of love again. That's my hope. I hope you got that from this message as well. I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day today, this election day. I hope and pray for a peaceful outcome, regardless of the party that wins. I pray for a peaceful outcome, and I hope everyone has an excellent week. Stay calm, keep calm, and carry on. All right, I'll talk to you later, tribe. Bye.